Legend of Total War here, and today we're starting a new campaign series for Total War Warhammer 2. Got a little bit of early access on the Mortal Empires campaign, and when I say a little bit of early access, I really mean a little bit of early access. If you're watching this video thinking, wow, Legend's videos are a lot later than everyone else, that's because Legend got it way later than everyone else. I'm recording this the moment I friggin' got this installed, and I'm going to upload this immediately, and as soon as it's uploaded, I'm going to release it. So, estimating that's roughly going to be around 10 hours before you guys get it. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for me right now. I'm doing this, instead of going to sleep, because I want to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. At the same time, I recognize that I'm probably a little bit tired, so I should probably think a bit before I say anything or do anything, because I'll be honest with you guys, I was pretty fucking pissed off that I got early access so much fucking later than everyone else. And to be honest, I wouldn't have even got early access if I didn't bloody ask for it. I've never usually had to ask for early access, with Warhammer 1. Usually I'm supposed to be on a list. That's what I was told. And then, it's supposed to just come out with everyone else, but no, apparently that's not the way anymore. I don't fucking know. I'm actually in the process of trying to get some answers as to why I'm not getting as early access as some of the others, because you guys ask me, why don't I have early access, and I don't have any answers for you, so I'm trying to get those answers. Now, that being said, it's a privilege to get early access. If it's completely in creative assembly's discretion whether or not they want to give me early access. If they don't want to give me early access to anything, that is absolutely fine. But at the same time, it'd be nice to have a little bit of communication. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so I've done a Tyrion Let's Play. We've done a Lord Mazdamundi Let's Play on Twitch. If you guys missed that, that's too fucking bad. And today we are going to play a Malekith campaign. People will probably say, hey, why not play as Marathi? But to be honest, I wouldn't even rape her. So we're going to play as Malekith. The initial challenge is hard. Let's just get in there. Let's just try and have some fun. But at the same time, we're playing a legendary difficulty, which is like saying this is like a fun bar. Look, I want to play maximum fun. I don't want to have fun in this campaign. That's basically what that bar means. As for challenges concerned, all you need to know is you don't need any patience, you need a lot of patience. That's all that really means. What I found funny was like the South Park, it's called the Fractured Butthole, how like the difficulty slider is like the more difficulty it is, the blacker your character you get. I thought that was very funny for that. That's neither here nor there. Let's just get into this. So yeah, if you're not familiar with what Mortal Empires is, if you own Warhammer 1 and 2, it's completely free to you, and probably by the time you watch this, it's downloadable. And what it is, it's basically Warhammer 2, but without the Vortex, and including the Old World.
Dread Scourge Malekith.
Old man, shut the fuck up. I'm tired, and I got no fucking time for you, and got no fucking time for censoring myself today, either. I gotta get this video online, we gotta cram as much content into this as possible.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Alright, just gotta screw my head on straight and be like, okay, I know you're tired, but just come on, let's just think straight. Let's see, what's the situation? We start off at war with Clan Septic and Clan Hagreef.
Master of cruelty!
Alright, so they're right down here, and they start off with 3 regions, and they are... There's 3 regions. Oh yeah, but they would start off with ruins. I bet they're these 3 regions here. That would make sense. Let me just see. If you go like this, yeah, see the Skaven corruption here. If we go like this, it doesn't show us any armies, but it's probably because we haven't visited the Fog of War. Because usually, like, you can see where other people's armies are. But this is a way to find out if there's Skaven there. I probably wouldn't worry too much about them right now. I think we should get rid of the Skaven, or get these settlements out here, because it's important to secure the province. Let's upgrade this, and move you to here. If he can capture this on the next turn, that would be great. Now let me just check. There's nothing there apparently. Okay, cool. I want you to attach to this army.
I can feel their power.
Now, in order to win a legendary campaign, or to do well in a legendary campaign, the main thing to manage well is your finances. So let's have a look in here and decide what we do and do not want. I'm not a big fan of chariots in this game, but since we need to move really quickly, it might be an idea just to keep them for the time being. Finances are a little bit tight, but we're not going to be recruiting any new armies just yet because that plus 15% penalty to upkeep, which I'm sure is going to be transferred onto this. Like, I mean, we'll find out as soon as we recruit a new army. I do like my Dark Shards, but the Dread Spears are cheaper in upkeep.
My cruelty knows no
Alright, let's get some diplomacy going. Let's have a look. So start with attitude. See with who we can deal with. We cannot trade with you, so that's useless.
Noble of
Carrot
Nagor,
car, what do you
speak,
want?
kin, and I
Non-aggression
will
pact, can we get
gladly
some
hear
money
your
out of them? And a
request.
trade agreement, that would be good.
Unthinkable.
I'd be willing to pay you a little bit for this. Just a little bit.
Definitely not.
I wish they'd haggle. They never fucking haggle. So diplomacy still sucks. But to be honest, I wasn't expecting a big fix in that.
No.
Come on, haggle with me. The only reason why they probably wouldn't haggle is that there's no amount of money that I could give them. And to be honest, that's... Hang on, I didn't put the trade agreement in there. Why don't we just ask for the non-aggression pact?
Gladly.
They'll accept that. And then trade agreement, they won't accept it. So they might have actually accepted maybe a payment.
Malevolent law.
As in they would have paid me some money for that non-aggression pact. Well, it's too late now. Maybe we'll try it with these guys. Just get a small payment from them.
As you say.
Cool. I'll pay for some of my units.
Yes.
Okay, we don't want too many non-aggression packs, because that'll limit our expansion.
You try my patience.
And they don't want one anyway. So probably best to have a non-aggression pact with the frontier, which, look, let's not be completely surrounded, that would suck.
the true king.
Research available. We need public order. So, founded on tyranny, extra growth will certainly help. I don't tend to get any harpies. I don't like them. Alright, let's move on. So hopefully we can get straight to Caldra. So people were also wondering, in terms of this, what good we can get there, what the turn times were like. Knowing full well that, you know, my computer's a bit of a beast.
No.
Okay, so they just want to sit there. They probably want to get to a full stack before they attack us. By which point we'll have a larger army in here, and I'll probably need to hurry general. But anyway, the turn times are pretty
My
good.
cruelty knows no limits.
To be honest, I would be happier with a... Look, I'd be happy to sit here for 5 to 10 minutes in turn times if it meant bigger fucking map with more content in it. But I know that I'm probably in the minority in that regard. Some people don't have the patience for it. They'd much rather less content, but faster paced content. So I'm not really going to lose them any points on that regard. Alright, let's get straight over here. So I imagine... Hang on. Stop. Let's see if they've got anything there. Oh, they may have fixed the bug. If there is an army sitting there, then we can't see it. Let's find out.
Spreading misery.
They did. They fixed the bug. So there was a bit of a bug prior, whereas if you couldn't see a Skaven army, you just had to go into the strategic map mode and you'd be able to see it. So I was curious to see if they'd fix that. They have. Okay, it's not really a bug that I cared if they fixed. So the balance of power is massively in our favor. But in terms of numbers, they outnumber us, so I reckon if we auto-resolve this, we'll actually take a lot of casualties. And judging from what we see here, we've got such a big advantage on them, we should fight this manually. What's that? Legend of Total Auto-Resolve, fighting battles manually? What the fuck am I watching here? Yeah, well, they incentivize you on Warhammer 2 to play it manually. A little bit. Not everyone has to be fought manually, which is fine, not every battle should be fought manually. Kind of wish they had the change, wait for a different weather pattern, because I don't like fog. I don't like fighting in trees. I like to have the high ground. Doesn't look like I'm going to get everything that I want here. Alright. Now, we should try to stand back as far as possible, because they'll probably want to stand as close. They want to rush at us. So, we want to try and use our artillery as much as we can before they close in.
Battle ready.
Now, I'm probably not really going to want to keep these Cold One chariots on the long term. So, sacrificing them in this battle to ensure that these guys here don't take much damage sounds like a reasonable idea. Just because they're a bit on the pricey side, I'd much rather have essentially 4 of these units or 3 of these in exchange for this one. These guys here, they do have reasonable range, reasonable missile damage. Let's just see what we can do with them. Big problem here with this big hill in the way. Lowers their visibility.
Make them bleed.
Okay, they'll still be able to arc their shots well enough.
With pleasure.
So what kind of weapons do they have? Repeating crossbows.
Onwards to murder. Going.
Missile chariots. Do they fire all around them? Yeah, they've got parting shot. Okay, cool.
Bolt throwers. Chariots. Going. Battle ready. Chariots.
Okay, we want to use this as well. Or all in due time.
Chariots. Onward. With pleasure. Reload the artillery. Bolt throwers.
Range the best shots we can. Distract as many of them as you can over this way. Essentially, if you can distract half their army, that's good. Never really gave chariots much of a chance in this game.
Bolt
But
throwers.
we'll see how they go. If they perform well, they get loads of kills, then I'll keep them. If not, they're out of here. They've got to do their worth comparatively.
Dart shots.
Excuse me. I got no time for madness. Let's get one of these down here.
Hear my words.
Alright, let's get you into melee.
Suffering for all.
Chariot. Eager for battle. Jeff.
So they're already on the route, which is to be expected of Skaven soldiers. If you can even call them soldiers.
Malekith.
No, over here. I want you to kill this piece of shit rat.
Malekith. Destroy.
Bolt throwers. The vermin. Kill them. Red spear.
Losing decisively. Alright, let's get these guys over there. Take a look at that. Alright, I want you help shoot them. Because over here, we've got the Blackguard and Aggron, they'll be okay.
Soldiers of growth.
Actually, if we could do a bit of... Oh! My mistake there. That stings. It didn't do any damage to me, it's more a case of I didn't do any damage to them, and that's what it was all about there.
Soldiers of
So you should get into melee a little bit. I mean, she's not supposed to, but she'll do okay.
Dark shards. Red spears. Bolt throwers.
Soldiers of
She can get a handful of kills, but nothing. Okay, you shoot over this way, because they need to be able to arc their shots, and distance helps with that.
We are ready. It is done. Red spears. Eager for battle.
Right, get back over here, stay in formation.
Druki.
How about you turn around, shoot at them, because they're just going to come back.
No mercy.
I will have
Give them a chance to do this. Let's try and be a bit more careful.
Attend me.
But you come over here, like charge into them, try and keep them off, because I don't have any cavalry. If it's the best I've got, well, it's better than nothing.
shards. Forward. Bolt throwers. Suffering for all.
Crash them!
Victory's in our grasp, that's great.
Dealers in death.
Good. So we're making good momentum here by defeating these guys with pretty minimal casualties. I think this is better than what Orders would have yielded, but we basically need to take these guys out as quickly as possible, secure Nagaron, probably have to deal with the revolt, and then go and deal with
Dark elves.
other Dark Elves, whatever they're called, I don't know.
Dark elves.
So yeah, just to reiterate that this is not going to be like a guide. This is not a how to play Total War Warhammer 2 or Mortal Empires. This is just a Let's Play. I'm going to be learning just as much as I was when I was playing the High Elves, because that was a blind playthrough as well. So I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything, when it's just not the case. I certainly don't.
Dark shards.
All I know is basic of how to generally run an empire. Step 1, don't be broke. Okay? Broke empires are shit empires. Don't be broke. Step 2, try not to suck in battle. Okay? So building an army that not necessarily is super strong, but that you're very comfortable with. That's the most important thing, is that you play to your personal strengths. Okay? So for example, if hiring lots of units is not to your personal strength, don't fucking do it. As in, when I say lots of units, I mean lots of variety. I often find that having a uniform army with like 2 or 3, 4 even, max unit types, is ideal. Because it allows you to micromanage it a lot easier. Well, it doesn't. The micromanagement just isn't that difficult. We should get back.
Bolt throwers. Die, weaklings.
We're struggling a little bit over here.
Onwards to murder.
See, every other unit got more kills than these guys. And they're out of ammunition. This is why I say that chariots, they kinda suck. Especially for their cost. Like, they just don't. They're not cost effective. But Legend, you just didn't use them right. I mean, they're missile cavalry, and I had them in missile cavalry mode the entire battle, apart from when they ran out of ammo. How better could I use them? And now they can't even outrun these fuckers. This guy here is taking a lot of damage, but that's okay, we can easily replace him. I wouldn't want to get rid of the Black Guard of Nagaron, because they are actually worth it, I guess, because they're very good. But obviously I can't just recruit them straight away. I tell you what, one of the things I hate about fighting the Skaven is that they linger for so long. Like, they just run away and then you have to keep coming back.
Ready. Blackguards.
Is that the end of it? Yeah, fucking time. We don't need to run them down because they're inside of the settlement. They all die anyway. Now, we'll need to loot the settlement because, for one thing, a revolt is not really that big of a concern. And secondly, I need the money, if there is any money to be had. And thirdly, I need to replenish my units.
Bow before
Let's have a look.
Malekith.
And also, we need slaves. I wonder what level the settlement is. I wonder if it would be better to actually sack it and then occupy it, because we'll take less public order penalties on that. But then again, we are completely out of movement, so that extra 10% could really come in handy to take it.
King of the Truki.
So, not particularly happy with that unit, considering its cost, but don't think we'll disband it just yet, because we've still got more battles that need to be done. Alright, so taking out their army early on like that will certainly help. Now, let me just see in terms of diplomacy. Why does it do that still? Why does it go into the middle of the map? To be honest, I think the diplomacy, the way that they've handled just the UI side of things, was better in Warhammer 1. I just don't think it's good. So they're not willing for a peace treaty. They've got no strength left. So we should just be able to walk into all these settlements. No problem. So we hit this one here first, and then Rakdo Gorge. Okay, so you can also get to level up Route Marcher. That'll be helpful. Gotta get around the campaign map. She didn't get any levels up, but we're okay there. Good. Still not really in a position that we can recruit, but having an extra settlement here. Let's see. We've got Artisan's House for income generated or growth. Nothing in there for public order right now. Now, some people have said, like in the previous campaign, why would you have a conscription hall in the main building? You should always build that in the minor settlements. Now, that's true of Warhammer 1, but here's the thing, there's so many build slots in the main chain, and there's many things that you can do to get money from the minor settlements, that the minor settlements are better off to get the most efficiency out of them, have just money and then defense buildings. Whereas these, you'll have plenty of opportunity to build all of your money buildings and all of your necessary military buildings just fine. It's about making use of the space that you have available. So this here, obviously, we could repair that, but that would completely undo any of the money that we made. It'll repair on its own. Best, I think, just make the Artisan's House. Now, public order is obviously pretty bad right now. We've got loads of slaves. I expect revolts. But it shouldn't happen within 2 turns. Well, it says that, but next turn probably not going to revolt either, because there's a -30 penalty. You don't also get the option with Nagaron, or Dark Elves, and that is, to exempt from taxation. You've always got to tax them. So looking at the garrison here at the moment, we've got 2 Blackguard of Nagarons, 4 Dread Spears, 4 Dark Shards, 2 Dark Riders repeated crossbows. So, plus, when the rebels show up, they probably won't have a full stack. We'll have time to recruit an army, that small army there, if we need to. Alright, let's move on. Hang on, right. So, what I like about the Dark Elves, I actually think it's the best thing about them compared to the other races, is that their things use up slaves, not money. We probably don't need that right now. That can certainly wait. Let's move on. Also, another thing I probably like about Mortal Empires is that there's no fucking Vortex missions. I hated the Vortex missions with a passion. Vengeance. I thought it was stupid. Wasn't interested in the story. I like the sandbox experience. But then again, this is good. That way they've got the Vortex campaign for those of you who want to have the silly Vortex missions, which is stupid in my opinion. Low risk, high risk, low reward. And then there's the sandbox, the Mortal Empires, which is more for players like me. They don't give a fuck about the silly Skaven lore, or whatever it was, with the Vortex campaign. Okay, so we can't get there in a single turn. But I think if we stand here, we can get them next turn, because I need to keep recruiting. Actually, do we? I mean, we've got like a 3/4 army here. But they're going to be building up, you can see them there. It might actually be better to hit them there first. Oh wait, that's not where the settlement is. Well, I guess... Should I recruit or not? Because obviously their armies are not particularly strong. And recruiting more is just going to reduce our income. So maybe I won't recruit then. Let's just make our way over here a bit more. Okay. However, what that does open us up to is if they bypass our army here. I probably should have stood right there. In fact, fuck them. It doesn't matter if we're on forced march, because if they attack us, they'll still lose. Block the pass. Do not let these guys come past us. That way we've got the option to go down here if we need to. We have our options available to us next turn. No matter what they do, they're fucked. And over here, well, we need to hurry up with this, basically. We have a revolt in 2 turns, but this will be done soon. This will give us an extra... This will give us some Reaper Bolt Throwers, some Cold One Knights. Instead of the Horse Archers. going to be tricky dealing with this. Alright. Probably no diplomacy to be had. Let's just move on. Also, if we lose Nagaron, we do have another settlement. But if we lose Nagaron, goodbye income. Imminent rebellion. Okay, so can we gauge where they are? No, we can't. So they're probably here. Oh, we can't. Oh, I should have moved a little bit closer. I can't quite make it. So then the obvious choice then is Altar of Ultimate Darkness, unless these guys are hidden. But we really need to get a move on with this. So let's go over there. Okay, we're good. We caught them in it. Tossing up whether or not to auto-resolve this. I mean, they've basically got nothing. But if we fought this, we could basically manage this guy out of the fight. So let's do that. I got to get some efficiency, and auto-resolve I don't think will be efficient in this. So basically, yeah, keep this guy out of the fight, so he can actually replenish after the fight, because we're going to loot this settlement. Because what does it matter? It's going to revolt anyway. This is much more preferable terrain than the previous battle. Okay, so as for you, you stay out of this because you're still damaged.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
Without question. Chariot.
You go harass them. Keep it, like I said, keeping them for the time being, but I really am thinking about disbanding them as soon as possible because they're costing me money and not getting the kills.
To destruction.
I think they're a bit shit.
To destruction. Forward.
I lust for slaughter.
Attack. Dark shots.
That's a little bit of a nuisance. You get in there and help because you don't be up against much.
Dark shots. Terror and death. Chariot. Moving out.
Don't go too far out that way.
Bolt throwers.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Come on.
Eager for battle. No survivors.
Damn. Maybe I should have auto-resolved this. Because it doesn't really take into account the clan rats. Spawning the clan rats.
Dread spears.
These will pretty much break straight away. But they have, like, if they really want to do some damage, they should have aimed for the artillery.
Dread spears. To destruction. Moving out.
The point of doing these battles mainly is not necessarily to take fewer casualties, but to spread out the casualties a bit more evenly, as much as possible, to try and control. Damn, that's some serious damage there. Well, in terms of damage, not necessarily in terms of kills. Shoot this over here.
They're casting spirit spears.
So yeah, I'm thinking we should have auto-resolved this.
Take cover. Enemy fire.
Hard to say at this point. The battle's pretty much over.
Dread spears.
Chosen of Cain.
Get in there and put a stop to this flanker. Because that does so much damage. It totally wasn't accounted for in the auto-resolve.
Forward. Nagarothi.
Doesn't matter. They'll have plenty of chance to replenish before the next fight.
A merciless host.
The true king.
Get rid of him.
Behold, true power. Merciless ones.
taken a lot of damage, but we haven't actually taken that many casualties. Get over here.
Murder awaits. End them! Dark shards! By Drakira! No mercy!
Sorcerers of blood!
Dark shards! Moving out.
Funny thing is, prior to today, I actually had an unbreakable crash that was happening with Total War Warhammer 2. Like, I didn't really care that much because I wasn't playing it, but I couldn't get into any campaigns. But this patch or whatever has seemed to have fixed it. I think it wasn't actually Total War Warhammer's fault; it was Windows 10. It didn't happen with any of my other games. Damage was pretty minimal. It's just, yeah, took a lot of damage. There's not too many casualties. I only lost 84 men.
Look on me and cower.
The settlement is likely only at level 1, so what we should do is sack it and then occupy it. I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? We'd get more slaves now, just occupy it. If we didn't have enough movement to get there, it'd absolutely suck.
I am the witch.
Alright, so you're out of here now. I've had enough of you.
My cruelty knows no mercy.
So there will be a revolt here, but the revolt will happen down this way. So there are some things that we obviously need to build, but this will be later down the track. Alright, so we have bleak swords and dark shards with shields. Personally, I'm quite satisfied with sticking with these. I would much rather use... I definitely want more Reaper Bolt Throwers, Black Ark Corsairs Handbows, Black Ark Corsairs. I'm not a big fan of Black Ark Corsairs. We'll see how we go. Alright, so we definitely need more money. What else is here? Income generated per 100 slaves. That's very good for money later on in the campaign. We'll also see over here that our maximum number of slaves is 6,500. As we continue to gain more of these settlements and get them bigger, they'll have a maximum number of slaves, or increased maximum number. So extra income generated with also some marble. It'll also reduce construction costs for all buildings in this province. That's pretty useful. Let's grab that. Tell me about that. Public order is crucial. It's more crucial actually than this. Wait, what did I do there? Jeez, that was just instincts there. Bloody muscle memory, I tell you what. We need this because I don't want too many revolts to happen. This, get rid of that. We don't need the growth right now. We need the public order. So, money-wise, we're okay. Just gonna take that final settlement away from them. And then we can concentrate on the other guys. Alright, so what do we need from you? All of my generals will need Quartermaster, but maybe he doesn't need it right now. Iron Disciplinarian, though, will help us take control of this province, and that's what we really need. More than making him a good general, it's better that he be a good governor. Keep this shit under control. Now, as for you, do we have anything that we can offer you? No, not yet. Spread public order is probably the best thing for... Oh. Yeah, probably best to spread public order. I mean, I'd like to get some of this other stuff. There is some good shit in here, but... another time. As for upgrading this, I'd rather save my money for something else right now. Imminent rebellion, end turn. Okay. Rebellion shop, yep, there. So I think they start off with about 6 units. If they were to attack us, they would almost certainly fail. But one problem that might arise from that is if they attack us and cause the garrison any number of damage, and then the other army shows up over here, that could be a big problem for us. So what I need to do as of next turn, recruit a general there. Even just one general there could make a big difference between victory and defeat. I think I forgot to recruit any units there, but that's okay. We're trying to be cost effective with money. The okay, you can stand right here. Okay, they don't even have much of an army here, but I did see another one that had a larger army. What, would they just disband that? So you should probably recruit.
Unthinkable.
See, that's getting to a full stack. We're reaching a problem here. If I raise another army, I am going to have next to no money. if we lose Nagaron, it's not the end of the world. We can take it back. We can't take it back if we have no money. Let's ensure that we have victory over them. Making sure that, you know, there's only one enemy to deal with. So let's... Actually, what even might be better is if we could get a peace treaty with
Favored of the wit. Speak before I cheat.
They won't accept it. Well, of course they won't accept it. I think they would feel, rightfully so, that they've got the advantage. Right.
Sweet rebellion is coming.
Can't put any public order building in here. So, but there is... That's actually pretty damn good. But right now, we just need the base income. Research available. Get the exploit feuds. Yeah. I can't even think I can justify hiring another general at Nagaron right now. Like, we just do not have any money. That plus 15% will totally kill us in the finances. Like I said, once this Skaven here are dealt with,
Definitely not.
how the fuck are they getting shades already?
The riots are moments away.
Surely they have more armies than this. Now, they're most likely going to besiege Nagaron before they attack it, which means we won't be able to recruit any more troops. We'll have to have an army of this size. Unless we build another barracks. Probably at Rakdo Gorge, which they might actually have one there. As for this, we should recruit a lord here. Let's see what's available.
Skaven are distraction.
Yeah. This will increase our upkeep cost by 15%.
Cruel dreadlord.
Jesus Christ. So, like I said, fucks us in terms of income, but that one extra unit here could save us against that army.
Speak. Glorious carnage.
At least there'll be more than one battle here, which means multiple chances for experience.
Come, Truki, to battle.
The menace below, they'll only have one use of it, so that's good. Because last time we fought them, they had two. But also, when it comes down to the Skaven, you can't really take the balance of power too much into effect, because their units are so trashy. They just spend most of the battle routing. Alright, we need to take a good defensive position on this one. This here. Not necessarily the corner camp, but it's merely a case of these guys need to high ground, ability to shoot all that stuff. Alright, cool.
Battle calls.
The merciless host. Slaughter
If they
them.
had any brains, they should have done it on this one, but fine, because they just break straight away. They killed like 2 of my men.
Nagarothi. Following orders. Druki. Advancing.
And that was the only one they get, I think. So we got, where are their good units? Maybe they're hidden. I thought they only had one. Or maybe it's one per army. That's gonna suck. I think it's 4. Watch where you're shooting. You're gonna do more damage to us than them. As I was saying, if they had any brains, they should unite their forces before coming at us.
Bolt throwers.
I haven't actually done any damage to them yet. Got loads of magic, so let's get some of that in there.
Merciless warriors.
It's absolutely critical that we do not lose any units in this, because we're not going to get another chance to recruit. This is it. Until we basically deal with the with those that are coming at us at Nagarond. You go kill him.
We are ready. On to
Okay, stop.
slaughter. Dark shards.
Okay, stop.
Halt.
Don't waste your ammunition too much. You get in there and help.
Eager for battle. Die
I
weakling.
need to put them on guard mode so we don't have them walking around all over the place.
Onward.
Carnage crawls.
Dark shards. Bolt throwers. Attack! Bloody murder!
Okay, let's get one of these down. Wait until there's right in the middle of them. Don't think it did a whole lot of damage.
Chosen of Cain.
Merciless warriors.
I crave battle.
Doesn't bother me too much if he takes a bit of damage. Oh, I should have done it on that. What was I thinking?
The merciless
Glorious dark magic!
Malekith.
It's too late now.
dark shards. With pleasure.
Okay, this side over here. Let's start coming in.
Onward.
Darkness comes!
Deals of death.
Definitely looks like we're going to win this. From what I can see here, their forces are just not doing a very good job. Typical of
Dark
Skaven.
shards. Enemy enchantments.
Stupid rats.
Murder awaits. Blackguard.
Also, I've been playing a fair bit of Call of Warhammer, beginning of the end times lately. It's a mod for Medieval 2, and to be honest, it's more fun than Total War Warhammer 2.
Battle ready. No mercy.
I know, it could just be me being a
Moving out.
Medieval 2, a bigger Medieval 2 fan than anything.
End
I
them.
don't know.
Look out. Enemy foe.
Like I said, just being honest.
Fear my wrath.
But what happened there? Well, at least, whatever. At least it's not dead. Completely dead. Hang on, watch where you're shooting.
Going.
Okay, these guys over here, shoot them.
No survivors.
Because these guys are having a hard time. You just stand back over here.
Cold-blooded killers.
Malekith.
Give them to Cain. Blackguards. The merciless host.
Okay, since the murder's prowess is in, let's get in there.
Fight
Okay, get over here.
My power is yours!
Merciless warrior. Slay them. Bolt throwers. Blackguards.
Okay, it looks like they're all shattered. Good. We didn't take too much damage. We're okay. Is there like a whole new set of achievements now? It's like I've already earned like 75% of the achievements for Warhammer 2. It's like, Now we're going to go get them all again.
All shall kneel before me.
Oh, that's right. This wasn't a siege battle. But that being said, we weren't going to be able to kill many of them running them down because they have no cavalry. And even if we did, they're not really punching these down. So, getting that extra replenishment, that'll be very helpful.
Plan scheme is discordant.
So yeah, we still need more of this. Get that at rank 12. Okay, what would be better? Ooh. Public order or reduced upkeep? Let's see what the... Well, this isn't something we need to look at right now. Difficult to say. Because you can only get one or the other, mutually exclusive. Alright, so you get a level up as well. What do we need? Okay. Can't get any more into that. Get Fireball. Alright then, so let's take this. We're not going to be completely done with them, even once we've taken this, but it's not going to be that much of an issue.
Depravity.
Should we fight this manually or not? So they're going to have the menace below. They'll have it like 3 times. So just water resolve it. Okay, yeah, the damage was like nothing. We're fine. Yeah, we don't have enough movement to go sack and occupy, so we better loot and occupy. Okay, so now we can put a commandment down here. Is there anything that's going to help us with the defense of the settlement? So let's have a look.
Destruction surrounds us.
Income from slaves. Tax rate. Demand highborn hostages. I'd say for the time being, let's go with enforced tribute payment. Okay, so we do have this here, so we can recruit. I mean, I would get rid of that eventually. The problem also is that financially we're really in the shit. Badly in the shit. And there's this situation over here. We need to hurry back here as quickly as possible. Probably coming through here. Maybe hitting them from the rear. I kind of hope that shield besiege the settlement and that this one here will attack. But yeah, I will get you to recruit. If we end up being in a deficit, it shouldn't be for too long. Soon he'll be able to get reduced upkeep. Right, so 1 more Dark Shard. 2 more Dread Spears, and we're at a full stack. Finances are going to be super tight now for a little bit. Could build this up, give us a little bit of income, but we might have to try and stretch this income as far as we can. Or we could come down here and start attacking them, because they'll dick around a hell of a lot. That actually might be a better option. The Temple of Cain over here does the Skaven own that? So if we have a look at the these guys. It says they have no regions left. But that doesn't mean there's no Skaven in this area here. This is not particularly habitable, but it'll be okay because these two are. So we'll have a choice between defense or attack. Obviously losing Nagaron would be just an absolute disaster.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Recruiting troops here, we're just not going to have time to do that. Alright, let's just see how we go. Moving, oh hang on, what have we got here? Alright, so... Sacrifice to Cain here. Extra replenishment. Army ability Dark Conduit. Causes massive magical damage. This will last 15 turns. Makes them exhausted. That could be very useful. You target an ally. who remain intact yet exhausted. Right. Okay. See, that's good for public order. Why can't we get this? Right, cannot be reformed. This will unlock after issuing the demand highborn hostages command over a province. Well, I've already done that. Okay, that's good. Wait, did I? No, but I will eventually. Maybe I should do that now. Well, we've already got a revolt, so let's not worry about it right now. Actually, you know what? Let's just have that there. We won't be able to issue it after we've done Sacrifice to Cain, which I think we need to do the Sacrifice to Cain, which will reduce our income, I think. Yeah. What can I say? I need... It's only by a little bit. I need the money. And extra replenishment. Oh, well, I don't mean I need the money. Well, whatever, you know what I mean. Okay. Let me just see if I can get
Cruel
them.
dreadlords,
And my rank is
speak
75.
or
That's pretty
die.
bad. So here we go. I know that this army in here can definitely repel one full stack. One early game full stack.
Definitely not.
Relatively early game.
Denied.
Not too sure. We'll see. Had to secure the full province. Couldn't let that slide. Had to get rid of one enemy. Once this enemy's done, even if they take Nagaron, we'll take it. We'll just take it back off them. They won't hold it for long. Good. It would be great if this guy here doesn't die. Actually, I don't know. Maybe just best get rid of him. Because that way we could essentially farm him for experience. One thing I really think they need to change is that, you know, close victory, decisive victory, heroic victory, whatever.
Your prestige grows, my
That's good for money.
News of your conquest spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
So as I was saying, like, no matter how great the decisive victory is, it's all worth the same in terms of experience. Like, I think a battle like that should have been worth jack shit, but like a close victory against a superior force should be worth loads of experience, in my opinion. So that's going to be useful. What do we get first? So serve or die. Recruitment cost, not really needed. Casualties captured pose battle. That would be okay. Dreaded slaver. Because we need to get to here. I've got to reduce my upkeep cost so I can raise another army. I can't raise an army. I mean, I can. I just shouldn't raise an army whilst we have financial issues. So they've got the settlement under siege. Whatever. Why don't we take this opportunity to hit them where it hurts? We'll take all their other settlements. They've probably got another army hiding somewhere. From what I can see here, we can't actually get there within a full turn unless we force march, which actually should be fine because we don't need to recruit. You've got to level up for me. Okay, let's have a look here. And I think some of these things here are actually, the burning head, that's actually more useful than chill wind or whatever. Use her magic over here until he gets better spells, which we won't be bothering with right away. If you force march him, he'll be able to take the settlement next turn.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Looks like we'll have a second revolt come in, but whatever. Okay, if we upgrade this, I think we need to, because, hang on, what's going on with the public order here? Instability, difficulty level, corruption, taxes. Okay, what's wrong with the corruption? So, there's, why is there local oh god, local populace corruption? Fuck. Oh well, so yeah, we'll probably need a public order building there, actually, for the time being.
King of Nagaroth.
We may actually need to just occupy the settlement because we don't want too much revolt going on until we've captured Hagrid. So we should hit this, then quickly hit there, then hit there before... I don't know. We'll just see how we go. Be on the attack rather than on the defense. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. Build something that's more for money. Even if they take the whole of the Iron Mountains, as long as I move faster than them, I'll eventually crush them. And if they take the settlement, then they have to deal with the revolt. One thing that you rarely see on Legendary difficulty is you capture a settlement and you have to deal with their revolt, because they get like a +10 public order bonus. Very rare to see the AI revolt. Maybe we'll keep going for an hour and a half. It means that the video will come out later, but meh. My format's an hour and a half. The video size is not so bad. They won't come in and help. Capture 500 battle captives.
Malekith.
Unthinkable. Foolish.
Which army are you talking about there? Or is that a faction wide bonus? Nope. I don't know what the fuck you're on about then. Is that?
Lord of the Black Tower. Attack.
Very small garrison. We should just auto-resolve it.
Merciless host. Attack.
It's tempting to loot it. But we should occupy... I mean, we wouldn't get much money out of it, but it's more about keeping this under control and until we hit their main province. So we've got it under control at the moment. So in terms of score against these guys, I have 1 settlement, they have none.
Cease your provocations.
Another thing is that I don't know if it's a good idea to be investing in these settlements because they may very well take Naggarond. We just have to assume that they're not going to take it. That they'll fail. We're starting to get our finances under control as well. Another problem though is that if they take the settlement from us, we've lost our recruitment settlement, but we can get more. I really want to deal with this situation here before the episode's up. Oh, would you? No, go away. I don't have time for this.
Gifts from Cain.
So the Iron Mountains apparently will have another revolt, but we've already got a revolt going on. I don't think we can have 2. And even if we do, whatever. So let's see here. We've got. I wanted to speak to this guy here. I want a non-aggression pact because I want him to leave me alone. But, like, we could beat him, but like that now is not the time for new enemies. Alright, we don't need to stay in our own province, although he does provide public order in the region, so he should still be able to make it. Even from here, but we're going to be taking a little bit of attrition. Why is that? Whilst crossing mountain passes. Unless we force march beyond that. Yeah, just force march beyond it. We'll take a little bit of attrition getting there, but then we won't actually take attrition during the end turn. That means that this region here will take more public order counties, but that's okay, we just need to get to Hagreef as quickly as goddamn possible. What do we need? Spread public order, or what else? Well, I suppose that's all I really need you to have right now. Maybe Kindle Flame might help. No, spread public order. I don't want any more revolts. Unless we... We'll see how we go. Finance are under control. They might make the attack soon. We'll find out. Can't be a second revolt. The public order will just... I don't know what it will do, to be honest. I haven't been in this sort of situation before. It seems bad, like we shouldn't have Nagaron under siege, but at the same time, look at all the stuff that we're conquering while they're fighting over this. If we had stayed here and fought over this, we wouldn't be as powerful as we are now. And at the end of the day, it's all a power grab. Once again, they don't besiege the settlement. Oh, are you kidding me?
Never.
The revolt disappeared and just started again over here. That's a bug. That can't be what they intended. I guess they never intended for 2 revolts to happen at once. Play testing when it comes to legendary difficulty, in my opinion, is really not well done from Creative Assembly. They really don't play tests on legendary. They're like, we'll just up the cheats for the AI and don't worry about it. It's not like someone will discover an exploit in early access. This one's higher level, so we should fight this manually. They won't stand much of a chance. Because don't forget, we can't loot this, we've got to occupy it. We might be able to, because the next stop is Hag Grief. And from what I can see, is if they assault Nagaron next turn, they'll lose, and we might have enough time to recover before the revolt attacks. Just maybe. Maybe we'll get through this without losing Nagaron. Oh, Legend of Total War, he fucking sucks. In the very first few fucking turns, he got his capital under siege. Yeah, but he didn't lose the capital. Yeah, but he came under siege. Okay. In Legend of Total War, I came back after 2 weeks of not watching him, and he still does the exact same thing he did when I didn't want to watch him anymore. I thought I'd put it on this. See, he's still using that dumbass voice. I do it because I like it, and most of you guys seem to like it. And if it doesn't like it, well, they can get fucked. Oh, this is different. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, let's see how it goes.
All shall suffer.
I'd say that seemed to be a lot more powerful than his spell. But since you gotta use this.
The true king.
How much does it use? 10. Well, yeah, this is a more magic, so that makes sense.
Chosen of king.
Bolt throwers. Dark shards. By Kane. Dealers dead.
I think he's just gonna shoot.
Massacre them. Red
I don't think we need to do that this time.
The Witch King.
Alright, let's do this. The battle seems to be over. I don't think we even took a single casualty. That's what I wanted. 5 losses, well, whatever, it's fine. Auto resolve would not have yielded that kind of result. I've heard some people complaining about the auto resolve for Warhammer 2, but to be honest, in my review, I said they've made an improvement. Like, it's not perfect, but they have made an improvement.
Look on me and cower.
What to do here? Public order is going to be an issue if we loot it.
The victor.
We don't need the money. It's fine. It's only a small amount of money anyway. Keep it under control, at least until we're here, and then we'll deal with the revolts. Once we're out of the war.
Malekith King of
We
Nag.
can focus on our economy. So we get to here because we've got to reduce this. Because reducing that basically, once we get that, it'll negate this. And we're paying 546 extra just to have this person here.
Bloodthirsty fiend.
So I hope they can do a good job when it comes to the fight. If they lose, it's not the end of the world, but I won't be happy about it. So now we're starting to take damage here. We run out of supplies in forward turn. Did this happen because of the revolt on top of a revolt? Don't know. Since we've got like public order, it's like not an issue right now. Best try and get some more money. Gotta get over here. I think with this province here, I'll say no more slaves, because let's get all the slaves over here, because the public will be able to fix this breach of public order first, and that'll be richer. Alright, so let's have a look at attitude. No one's gonna like us. They've probably got like great power already. Ranked 74. Ooh, he's so powerful.
Favoured
that
of the
great
which
power.
we share
He's-
common purpose.
He's currently ranked in
Let
the
us
top
be about
70% of factions. Very powerful
Fear
faction.
my... Behold the black.
Stupid. It's basically, the way I see it is like Creative Assembly's got like a group of like the difficulty content producers. It's their job to manage difficulty. They go, legendary difficulty's too easy. How do we fix this? Why do we make a penalty where everyone hates them for no reason? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's make them hate them for a reason that like the faction themselves is guilty of. It's just like if an AI has a faction which has 20 regions and you're a faction that has 18 regions, they think you're a great power. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we can do another one of these. Public order +8, that would actually be quite useful. Yeah, let's do that, because we want public order for this province here. I don't want a revolt here. That's why we're occupying settlements. And then, let's see if they'll accept the peace treaty. They will.
Change my mind.
We have a choice here. We could defeat them, or we could save Nagarond. It's possible to do both.
Which king?
Once we've taken Hag Grief, we will not be able to negotiate with them. They will fight us to the death. We're out of supplies in 3 turns. That gives us enough time to get there. We're at full strength here. Hag Grief has a reasonable garrison, but nothing that we couldn't deal with.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Probably bullshitting them is out of the question, depending on what the settlement type is. I said go for it.
The people are displeased.
These people rose up against their betters. They deserve nothing less than death. If they fight us here in Nagarond, our forces will prevail. Okay, so over here, let's... How we go for... Yeah, we're good for finances. Public order... Like, I'd rather build that, but... I'm probably not going to get any cavalry in this, because cavalry in Warhammer is just not great. Just not cost effective. I mean, these guys aren't actually expensive. But their infantry is just so much better. Shades, great swords. They're pretty good. But they're also very expensive. See, if I build the torture posts... Malcontents living the rebellion, -38. That gives you an idea of how much public order penalties we've got. Corruption's also a problem. What can we do to negate that? Well, we need this, and that'll have to be built there. So I guess this is something that we can just demolish later down the track. Let's just try and keep it all under control for now. Because I'd like to be able to not play Let's Defeat the Rebellion game, because that gets a bit tiresome after a while. Alright, now we need the next degree of public order, so let's have a look. Oh, I don't have any money for that. There's some good stuff in there, but let's just deal with what we've got. Growth all provinces. That's probably going to be best for us right now. We need to grow. I'll be able to manage our finances once we've dealt with this. Looting the settlement of Hagreath will certainly provide us with a lot of money. Or Grave. However it's fucking pronounced, I don't know. People always give me shit about pronunciation in fantasy games. Well, actually, no, they don't. Sometimes they do. They don't always do it. Well, I'm going to have to get rid of them at some point. But I got a non-aggression pact with them, so okay, so they want to make the attack now. Wow, they took a bit of attrition in waiting around. The balance of power is not great, but we have to take into consideration we've got some stuff that's going to be helpful. They'll also have quite a lot of and all they've got is shades. It's just a full army of shades. Missile infantry. So the cavalry, the Cold One Knights, could be able to do a lot of damage. They've got a very unbalanced army. But the problem is if they start shooting at us while we're on the wall, they could do a lot of damage. Well, look, we got to fight it manually. There's no stopping that. Now, if they take Nagorond, it's not the end of the world. They take Nagorond, we lose our capital, finance is going to be shit for a little while. But we take Hagreath. I mean, if they lose here, we take it anyway. And then we just move back over there and retake it. But it stifles Nagorond's growth. Had to be done in order to defeat the thing is, some things have got to give. You can't just protect everything and attack at the same time. Especially with our finances. Alright, so a lot of them on the siege towers. They're going to be stalking as well. Okay, everyone just get off the wall, just for the moment, so we can get a fresh take on this. What are we going to do with them? You stay here. If we could, like, draw their forces into this area here, once they've taken the walls, we could bombard them. It's going to be hard to dictate that, though. But dark shards of our own. If the Cold One Knights could come out here... It actually might be better off if they wait here with them. Just wait in reserve. Because those archers will have to come in here at some point, then we charge in on them. Alright. The Blackguard of Nagorond. They should be ready to fight the Bleak Swords. Because they'll win against that.
Cold-blooded killers. Bleak swords. The merciless host.
But what about the Dark Shards? What are we going to do with them? I mean, they could stay down here, but there would be a better use up here. How about move over this way a little bit? Get one there. This is going to be tricky. They've got a lot of siege towers.
Bringer of death.
Battle ready.
Some of their units have already got a lot of damage. I just don't know what to do with these guys here. I just know where to put them. I suppose just putting them somewhere where the towers will help shoot. That's better than nothing. We need all of our towers activated. So you come over here, that way you'll activate this tower. Alright, wish me luck. I know most people will be like, oh, I hope he loses. Fuck you.
For the king.
And your Marathi too. Okay, you've got next to no chance, I think, of actually taking out these towers, so aim for their other units.
Eager for battle.
It may not be even worth fighting them on the walls at all, which you kind of want to rely on them, on the towers doing a lot of damage. It might be an idea to pull them back soon. Because, like, we don't want them fighting, what are these? Black Heart Corsairs? No. Okay, move these guys back. It's not worth fighting them on the walls. It's not worth fighting them on the walls. Get back. Because the shades were invisible, I couldn't bloody see them. Okay, don't you fire at will. I'll need this. This will still shoot for a moment, but you know, they'll capture. They can't shoot backwards, so at least it's that. Get back over here. That makes them so they can't move. This is not liking the look of this. We're already taking a lot of damage on our Black Guard of Nagarond. It's not good. Holding that position there. I don't think that was in our favour. We still got the Cold One Knights. That's a big advantage that we have. They don't have any cavalry. Come on, get down here. You get down here as well. Alright. I don't want you to shoot at that just yet. Shoot. I don't think you'll get a good shot on that. Okay, Cold One Knights, get over here. Those are Black Ark Corsairs. No, just come stand over here. Alright, come fight there. We can use this Dark Conduit, which shouldn't hurt our guy. Oh, we might actually stand a chance after all. So I just fucked them up. But of course, this made them exhausted, but that's okay. That's worth it to kill what we did. I wouldn't. Hang on. I'm dead here. Back here. You need to rest. Right, time to shoot the bleak swords over here. You, over here. You two, shoot, stay over there for the time being. Shoot those shades. Oh god, I'm not even using these guys. Bomb. Okay, you over here. What the fuck? Oh, I see what I was doing there. Because I gave them that mass order. I see. Over here, get rid of these shades. Oh my god, my Black Guard of Nagarond are just getting annihilated here. Oh well, that happens. Stop them from moving. Cold One's gotta get rid of that. No, I need them. Okay, Black Guard Nagarond, over here. Oh, God, what am I doing here? Get him back. Oh, they're missile units, perfect. You get over here. You get over there. Archers, over here, shoot them. Shoot those shades. Okay, archers, these things, shoot them now. No. Don't waste your ammunition on a hopeless case. Good. Run them all down. I might get back actually. They've gone berserk. That's fine. If I can just hold on a little bit longer, we'll use this and just blow them up.
We are ready. Battle ready.
I think we've got a reasonable chance here. Get those shades. Did some serious damage there, and now we've got the murderous prowess, and they don't. So kill my Black Guard of Nagarond. No, take them out there, because we can possibly break them if we're lucky. Yeah, how about you come around the side here, because that one there's that's a goner.
Advance, Druki! No survivors!
So how are you going there? 79 kills? Just reasonable. Stop these ones here from moving.
Cold-blooded killers! No mercy! Dark shards! Nagarothi!
Okay, you charge in on these shades over here.
The merciless host!
There's my general.
Yes.
Oh, I should bomb this area here because those guys dead.
No survivors! Bleak swords! Slay them! Orders understood. Dark shards! Blood will flow! Nagarothi! Battle ready! High Cane!
Okay, they did well there. They're gone. Good.
Destroy!
Of course, we'll still need to do it with a revolt after this.
The merciless host! Hack! Cut!
It's good if we don't lose all of our forces. That would be nice.
Bleak swords!
It's a good thing we did that right. That's really helped us out a lot.
Black guards! We understand!
Up here. I'll shoot them.
Dark shards! Bomb throwers!
What's this? Oh,
Eager for battle!
enemies. They're broken, but just finish them off.
Dreadlord! I am hatred!
Now, Culver not doing a bad job. How's that Black Guard? Oh, they got wiped out.
Guards!
Dark purpose!
Yeah, you better leave. Okay, since they're outside, why don't we come over here? And we can use the tower. Utilize the towers.
Cold-blooded killers! Onward! Dark shards! Destroy!
Moving to the mud.
Bleak swords!
Yeah, you better leave. Get the fuck out of my city.
Moving! Power and
Dark shards! For the king!
It looks to me like the battle's almost over. I don't know. Let's hold this until it's actually a good opportunity for it. Okay, how about you come back here and get into a duel with him?
Bomb throwers! Going! Dark shards!
There.
For Cain!
They have to get back up over the walls there. I don't think that's particularly good at taking out a single unit.
Druki blood for Cain!
I don't think that's the right time to do it.
We are ready! Battle calls! Dealers in death!
Good. See, they're coming back up here and we're fighting. Yeah, so that works well. As long as we're not fighting the melee units up here.
Dark shards!
Where's my general? What's he doing? Oh, good, he's getting over here. I'm sure this person here is pretty tired as well.
Battle ready! Orders understood.
Stand over here so it shoots them. What we should do is pop this down on her as soon as she starts routing. That way she can't escape. You should get out of that now.
Merciless warriors, cold ones. To destruction.
Nice. Very powerful. Good. Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Advance, Brookie.
Dreadlord!
Going.
No escape for you.
Brookie.
Dreadlord!
Dog shots. Cold ones.
You go over there and help him.
Guards. Understood.
Okay, I think we've got this.
Bolt throwers.
Yeah, victory's in our grasp. Well, there we go. Good stuff. We could run them down, actually. No, but they're not under our control. Just leave it. Pyrrhic victory, whatever. I think it was a heroic victory, but whatever. I think it did really well there. Because this completely undermined their entire effort. They spent so long besieging that settlement that they've lost every other one of theirs. I mean, I might still end up losing this settlement. There's a chance that we can repel them. Units replenished by 0%. Well then, I'll take the money because you're pretty much dead anyway. Now they want to go for like an easier target, I suppose. Oh, come on. Like, I don't have enough problems as it is. Right, well, if it's constructing anything, we'll have to cancel it, obviously. Oh, you fantastic rebel. They lost versus... Oh, that was great. Nagarond, the Forgebound. Who's the Forgebound? Oh, come on. Like, I don't have enough problems. Well, whatever. I can handle it. That's not going to save you. Okay. The situation is secured. Sure, we're going to probably... I wouldn't even say probably. We are definitely going to lose Har Kaldra. But we are definitely going to take Hag Grief. Grafe. Whatever it's pronounced as. So I'm pretty happy with that. That also gave these guys a chance to recover the garrison a little bit. I can't really... Hang on, let me just see here.
Favored of the Witch King.
The garrison... Hang on, let me just see. Get him away. Tooltips everywhere. I just... No, I don't...
What a point
Yeah, they're standing just outside the
Foolish
the range of it. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll commit to this fight here. We could auto-resolve that, but we're not going to fight it right now, because we're pretty much right on an hour and a half, and I gotta get this online. So anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe, part 2's next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.